Hey guys, it's xTatSplatx again, and I am back with another video game update. I know I said it was going to be a while before I did another one, but with the sale we had going on at Blockbuster and some other really good deals I found, I couldn't help myself because, of course, I am the queen of impulse buys. So, yeah, I've got a good amount of stuff here, so let's get started. The first things I got is I actually picked these up when I went to go check out the game day sale that GameStop's currently having. I didn't get anything from that sale because I really didn't see anything that I really wanted. But I did pick these up. These were both used, and they were really, really cheap. And I've been looking at them for quite a while now because I'd played them in the past and really enjoyed them, but just never got around to picking them up. And that's Beautiful Joe and Beautiful Joe 2 for the GameCube. Both made by Clover Studios, who's now out of business. And of course, I'm a big fan of Okami, so yeah, I'm really sad that they, are no longer, because they had some really awesome games, including these two. But yeah, so I got Beautiful Joe and Beautiful Joe 2, and then on the same day, I went to Play and Trade, which is about 5 minutes away from the GameStop, and I picked up these two games. The first is Fallout Brotherhood of Steel for the Xbox. I'd never heard of this game, but of course I love Fallout 3, and I've played Fallout 2 on the computer, and that was pretty fun, so I figured, why not go ahead and give it a try. It's a dungeon crawler, and if you're expecting it to be anything like Fallout 3, you're going to be completely disappointed. I also found that the soundtrack on this, it was pretty funny. It had bands like Slipknot and things like that, which really took me back to high school, because those were like my bands in high school. But yeah. And then the other game I got, I was really surprised to see this for really cheap there, but it was Jet Set Radio Future. And I've heard a lot about this game, but like I said, when the Xbox first came out, I wasn't really into gaming, so I really missed out on a lot of these titles. But haven't actually got to play this yet, but maybe I'll pop it in sooner or later and see what it's about. Then, it's been a while since I actually picked this up, but I forgot to include it in my last update video, even though I had it then, and that's Kane and Lynch Deadman for the 360. Not really a game that I would enjoy playing. This is really for the boyfriend. But yeah, it does have co-op, and it's really fun co-op. But yeah, as you've heard, if you ever go to GameSpot, you've heard the big thing about that, and Jeff Gertzman getting fired because he didn't give it too good of a review. But I guess it's okay. I mean, it gets a lot of bad rep because of that, but it's not as bad as people are saying it is, but it's not great either. So, yeah. If you don't really have anything else to play and you're looking for something to play co-op, I'd recommend it, but other than that, no. And then I also picked up Stranglehold for the 360. Once again, this was basically for the boyfriend. Again, not my type of game. It's not, once again, it's not that great of a game, but it was $14.99 for a 360 game, so why not? And then I got these three at the sale we're currently having at Blockbuster. Like I told you in my last, I guess you'd call it Blockbuster rant, when I was at work, a lot of the Blockbusters are putting a lot of their games for really, really low prices, as you'll be able to tell in a few minutes. But I believe that it's differing per store, so these particular games may not be at your local Blockbuster, but there's probably going to be some good stuff at yours too. So I definitely check them out. And yes, they do sell new games at Blockbuster as well as systems, so don't forget about them. And the first game I got was a DS game that I've been wanting again for a while and just never got around to picking up, and that was Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. Like I said, I'm just now really getting into my DS, so I hadn't played this yet, but, well, I've played it now, but I hadn't played it before I picked it up, and I'm currently addicted to this game. I was never really a big Zelda fan in the past, but this game is really, really fun, and I really enjoy Toon Link. I think I like him better than the other Link. I know a lot of people don't like him, but I like him. I'm kind of drawn to anything with big eyes, but yeah. Now I also got Devil May Cry 4 for the 360. This was $14.99. Legend of Zelda was $9.99. brand new. This is a game I've been wanting for a while to complete my Devil May Cry collection. I enjoy it a lot. I've gone through it on easy. I'm about halfway through it on normal. Reason I went through it on easy, of course, first was to get the achievement because they're not stackable. But this is a really fun game, and I'm really enjoying Nero's character. And of course, you get to play as Dante in this as well. And then the final one, I was so shocked by this, and I still think this was a screw up in the computer. I don't think this was supposed to be right. And I already have a copy of this, but I could not turn down how cheap it was. And this Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock for the 360, and it's still sealed. Like I said, I already own a copy, so I probably won't be taking this out of the packaging. But I actually got this for $5.99 with my employee discount. It was $4.80, and yeah, like I said, I think that was a screw up in the computer. So as soon as I saw it on the list, because I was doing the repricing for all these games, I took it, and I bought it before I even put a new price sticker on it. So yeah, couldn't pass that up. And I think, yep, that's gonna be it for this video game collection. I have a little something special planned for it's either going to be my next video or the one after that. I'm going to be making a trip to GameStop to pick up the boyfriend's birthday presents. And since he refuses to be on camera, I haven't got to make a, out and about video yet, even though I really wanted to. But I'm going to be making this trip with my younger sister, who's into gaming as well, even though she tends to stick with the retro consoles, and she's picked up a DS lately and she's really enjoying it. So I'm gonna have a little out and about video up of our trip to GameStop and Play and Trade and possibly some other places, so you guys can actually see where I go to get my games, or my day out of gaming, I guess you could call it. And then may have a review up soon. I'm not sure. There's a couple of games I want to review, but I really want to take my time with those and actually give y'all a really nice, interesting review. But other than that, y'all have an awesome evening, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.